Hey guys, so I made the mistake of pointing out that there was a problem just before we were about to go out. Now Jen is hunched over her stereo trying to fix something in the 2 minutes before we leave the house.
We don't actually have to leave for another half an hour.
So why were you rushing me?
Because you normally take forever.
See that? Just lying, outright lying to my face. Ridiculous. Well guys, out in Blackpool today, a bit of a difference. Jen wanted to take her dad to a local railway shop, so I came along for the ride because why not? It's a bit of a day out. Got a lot of work to do when I get back, but nice to be out for a bit. So currently they're on the front by the tower, or near the tower, so let's try and find them, shall we? There it is, the tower. Rather big and imposing, isn't it? It seems to be inside a building. I don't remember it being in a building when I was a kid. Maybe that's new. It looks pretty old though, so who knows. Well, yo-ho, hello there!
Did you find what you saw?
Yeah.
There's some particular reason for it.
But there's three down there, and they're like triffids.
I don't like it, it's moving. It's like, no, that's just wrong.
It's watching you.
What is it?
It's a triffid. It's watching you, waiting for the meteor storm that will blind the population, allow them to take over.
Watching, waiting, ever ready for the call to strike.
Yeah,
There it is.
Just look at them down there.
Oh, they're conspiring.
Yeah.
It's a really dingy day. Shall we go and get a coffee?
Yeah, come on then.
One coffee later. I like that tattoo parlour there. That's some cool work on the outside. We just got back from Blackpool and it was a good day out. Very interesting. Jen's dad came along with us and it was a nice morning, but wasn't too much there in terms of old retro stuff. So I've got a very short pickup video for you. Let's start off with what I found in cash converters of all places. I mean, sometimes they got some interesting stuff, most of the time they don't, but today they had Legend of K, which looks really cool. I mean, it's in good condition. It's got the manual, so I'm very happy. So I'm going to have a look at that because it looks like it's actually going to be a good action brawling platform thing. I don't know what. But to that, the guy at the counter when I went to this local CX didn't have anything in terms of PlayStation because the only couple of games that I actually fancied from there that I didn't already have, it was very limited stuff. They had replica covers, so I was like, no, I'm not picking them up. But they did have a few original Xbox. Now I'm only going for exclusives, or the really, really good ones that have extra features compared to the PlayStation version for anything of that generation. So GameCube and Xbox, only if it's exclusives then, or add something to it, I'll get their versions. Because I'm going for the complete set of PS2, why would I duplicate? But here's an exclusive, Munch's Odyssey. Really good condition, and has the manual as well, so I'm very happy with that. Be giving that a try later on once I finish work, but the moment I saw it, I had to have Doom 3 Limited Collector's Edition, which means I've got Doom 1 and 2 on it as well. So I am very, very happy with that. Now, the case, the plastic case is a little cracked, but everything else is there, the manual and everything else. So I'm really, really happy. I'm going to be giving that a try, and that should be a lot of fun. Anyway, I've got to get back to work now because it's still a busy day, even though I took the morning off to go and hang out in Blackpool. Gotta go now, so see you later. It's been one of those days where I've done a lot of things that needed to be done, little bits, odd jobs that needed to be done in order for me to do a lot of other things, but it feels like I've spent the entire day working and working and working on things and not getting any progress. But at least I've got these little few things done that needed to be done, and I've still got a few things that I need to get done over the rest of the week, but I've got progress. I have to keep telling myself that, even though it doesn't feel like it. It feels like I've wasted a day, but what I've actually done is move myself forward in immeasurable little bits. So, there's that. It's been a bit of an oddity, it's just weird. But what I really wanted to talk about today is the use of old footage. Now, about 6 months ago, I think it is, I started keeping all of the footage that I record every day for this vlog and other things. I started keeping all the footage so I can reuse it if need be, or find new ways of adding it into other things, like callbacks and things like that. And I think that's going to be useful. And also, it gives me an interesting archive that I'll be able to look back on in a few years' time, which will be fun. So we've started using some of that footage today. I've just finished a vlog for Jenny, a Jenny cam, on, what is it she's talking about? She's trying to talk about writing a synopsis for her new book. And she's not very good at writing the synopsis for the new book, and she's not very good at talking about writing it, so it's ended up with this rambling vlog, which I've had to cut a lot out of. So we've ended up with jump cuts all over the place, and we wanted to disguise some of those because you don't want all of the time, like I've just had there. So we've tried to disguise that by putting in little bits, like comedy flashovers to other things. It's quite funny. And I think it's worked out, but we've used a couple of things, like the footage from... what was it? So what was it called? The How to Make a Film, the short film I made, which was just a random thing we made. But we had this thing of Bunny Rabbit. Now, I needed Bunny Rabbit on a computer screen, as if I was using, my character was talking to Bunny via a Skype link. So I just recorded a bit of Bunny just shaking at the screen, so it looked like they were talking. We've used that because the footage is still there, and Jen's dubbed a little bit of a comedy sequence over the top, which really is quite funny, actually. I was very happy with what she came up with.
What are you looking at me for? I'm a rabbit. I'm not psychic. I'm just sat here trying not to think of an orange penguin. Oh, no. Oh, I did this. Oh, don't look here.
And a few other things, like the time travel episode of the Knob Mouse Show, one of the original episodes. We've put links in from that. It's come together quite well, but it's interesting how you can just reuse old footage in new ways. So I'm looking forward to what else we can do with that in the future with all of the stuff that I'm producing for this archive. But it's been an interesting day because of that. But even so, I don't feel like I've done an awful lot. I feel unfulfilled today, and it's a bit annoying, but these things happen, I suppose. You can't have every day where you think, yay, monumental success, because that would just be weird. But anyway, I've got to go now because I've got to get up early because more work to do tomorrow, so I'll see you later. Hopefully with something a bit more interesting than this rambling, just talk to camera thing. Okay, see you later. Yeah, okay. Another day wandering around town. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a busy one today, isn't it?
Well, it already has been. We've been up since 8.
Out delivering leaflets, and then this evening out delivering surveys. It's just political season, basically. There's elections coming up, so I've got to show willing and wander around and do a lot of exercise, basically, which is always a good thing. I mean, it's a bonus, you know. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, exercise is always good.
You gotta look at it in a positive way. So, now Jen wants to film some videos, so we're going to do that as well. So, it's rush, rush, rush all day.
I'm sorry, it's not me that wants this, my fans are demanding.
Listen to the diva. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it goes, so
I'm
busy,
down.
busy, busy. You'll never guess what happened as we were coming back out of town. I got in the car, and I've pulled all of the muscles in my ribs and across my back. I hate getting old. I'm going to go and sit down now.